shit set up here. We should be good to go. I kind of like this Google Chrome shit because it works a little bit better, but it's so fucking slow. Hey Samoan, what's up? And what's up, Otto? Domini, hello. Give me just a minute here. I gotta do the usual rigmarole. Okay, I think we're good. I ain't even gonna wait on that. Alright, let's get into this. And that's all good, Samoan. Trust me, it's all good. I know people have lives and they can't just do this all the time, trust me. So now that fucking court case is done, I probably am going to be limited with this once I start working. Of course, that means I got to find a job, but...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's the opening round of the Pittsburgh Invitational. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobila. We are back in the state of Pennsylvania getting set to kick off the round.
Yeah, I did. At least for the golf stream, since I'm not going for the 80 anymore.
You're very familiar with it because you were right in the mix down the stretch of the 1994 U.S. Open right here at Oakmont.
I can't do it on the
it's so good just to be back here. There's so much history in Oakmont. It's been a host to so many prestigious tournaments in our sport, such as the US Amateur, the US Open, the Women's US Open.
Final Fantasy, it sucks because I could put it up on the other side
on the golf landscape
while I'm playing.
All set to go.
Because there's nothing up on the left side while I'm playing.
Frank, you've been there so many times.
But
really
whenever I go into a store or whenever I go into some sort of menu or something, that's where everything would be.
You and the golf course. Doesn't get any better, Rich.
So I would either keep having to turn it on and off or turn it on and off, and you have to get like 100 fucking blue screens, or I just have to fucking ditch the face cam. That one, yes, that is the black flag. That's the flag that came with the collector's edition.
That. Just a gorgeous
Hey,
swing.
Cringe, what's up?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Hey, CJ, what is up? My God, it's been a long time since I talked to you, too. It's funny, these last couple days I've been seeing all sorts of people I haven't seen in a while, which is awesome. Always awesome.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, no doubt.
On the green,
no doubt.
And a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
I could have backspun that quite a bit more. It's going to be a long putt.
This is an awkward length.
Okay. Looks fairly kind of straight, though.
That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Wow, 156 pounds. That's probably roughly 200 American dollars, man. I'm pretty sure that's roughly right in the 200 American dollar range.
And so just getting started, even par so far. Settles in always with excellent posture over the ball.
Which we kind of went to it now. What's up, Alex? How's it going, man? We kind of just went through that with an electric bill not too long ago.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different.
Dude,
for them,
what
it was
the fuck?
they saw
Man,
possibilities.
oh God, I hate.
And
that's right.
They would imagine the amount of sand.
Man.
Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have
this
to hit
course,
the ball
these
first.
greens are insanely
So they would really
hard,
choose the amount of sand
fast.
behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two.
Dude, we probably
aim the club at
we're
that
about
and
to
made
get a
sure they
bogey,
followed
I think,
through.
here if we don't make this. I do have a feeling we're gonna get a bogey here. Yep.
And he's made the green.
Yeah, it's just this course. I don't really like this course, man. Because these greens are crazy hard, and if you
Always
like
take that.
overshoot
Good par
stuff,
putt right there.
you really screwed yourself. Oh wow, I got a par. At least that was a par 5. So we haven't lost anything yet.
Moving on to the third hole now. Again, it's a par 4 of 428 yards, but you can see
my
a
camera's
distinctive
covering that shit
bunkering
up. That's
on the
kind of why I
left,
take the
making
camera
this,
down
Frank,
somewhere.
one of the most famous holes in golf.
Yeah.
It is the church pews that are on the left side. They're no fun to be in, that's for sure. Because
This is a
somehow
tough course,
invariably you
but
always seem
that's
to get
why they
behind
use it for the
one of those
FedEx Cup
grass
playoffs.
strips behind, and all you're left to do is punch out. Not just that,
we'll
too.
be all right.
The amount of
Like I said, it's only a -4 that I have to get to win.
Now, this tee shot
We
plays
may not see
downhill,
no crazy
and
ass,
be ready for that uphill second
negative
shot.
70
Paying
today.
attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up,
We'll
he's
get
got
it.
the best
We'll
view
get
as
it
well.
together.
You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Should be safely on deck.
There we go. That's a little bit
Can't
better.
hide the flag stick from that man.
Damn, so that really was just 1 month, Simone? I was going to say, because we had something like, it was something like $350 for our electric bill or whatever, but that was like 2-3 months because my mom kind of spaced out making the payment. She literally did just forget. I mean, we had the money. It was just a matter of her forgetting to make the payment.
And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Back over now to the 4th. Early in the round, still holding steady, even par on the day.
Yeah, it's got that feel it could go either way here. Next few holes will probably tell us which way.
Hey, Andreas, what's up?
I knew it right away.
Oh man, yeah, I was watching her Justice stream just a little bit ago, man.
Right down the middle of the fairway.
Oh,
now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
That shit is just driving me crazy. I can't imagine, how she feels. Because that shit with Dre is just starting to drive me crazy. Stop.
That is an excellent play
Hopefully
right there.
Should
The
be
approach.
a fairly straight shot.
Giving him another good look.
We can eagle, maybe. We'll get a birdie if
Not a
nothing
gimme,
else.
but well within his range.
Let's see. Hopefully we can get this eagle. Yes.
Frank, sometimes it takes a bold stroke to win a turn.
Well, her internet's all screwed up, Chris.
That's what we just saw.
Plus, she had a hacker
eagle,
and all
especially
that crap
right now. Could not have picked a better time.
messing with her. We don't know if it's just her internet or if it's the hacker messing with her, but yeah, one way or another, basically her internet is screwed up.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
So yes, it does suck for Drea. Because I mean, she kind of went from streaming every night to
because your weight's a little bit more.
she hasn't had a real all-night stream in well over, probably going on 2 weeks now. So I know it's got to be driving her crazy.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Stop.
Wow,
Okay.
Frank, he is dialed in.
All right.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Yeah, she actually should be here. I was talking with her a little bit on Facebook a minute ago, Alex. So
at this point.
I imagine she'll be along shortly here. Well, that's what I kept telling her. I was like, maybe she should try getting a better router and all that or whatever.
Frank, what's the pros
But
take on the
honestly,
first
I
par
mean,
three
it
here
just
at Oakmont?
depends. I
Just
mean,
under
it's hard to
200
say
yards.
because
Oh,
she
it's a real
lives
beauty. Very
in a
narrow
little
in the
rinky-dink
front. You see how it
town.
pinches in so close. It starts to
So,
widen
I mean,
up. But even to try and carry that bunker on the
she's
right
sort of
side,
going to be limited
there's very
anyway.
few players in the world that could hit it that high and
But-
manage to stop the ball in that corner. Once again, you're trying to thread it through that avenue at the front of this green. It's a tough par three.
Don't want to miss it right here.
No.
Good clean contact. Nice result.
Hey, what's up,
Chance for birdie
Fish?
coming
What's
up.
going on?
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Wow, that was
Dang
so
it.
close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. So frustrating
my
sometimes
God,
on the
I
greens,
knew I
isn't it?
should've
Drop shot
that
here
over.
at the 6th. So
Yeah,
just a
I was-
formality here.
Whatever. Alright, whatever. Man, I really need
Drop
this
shot
coffee to start
and a
kicking
drop.
in. Totally.
Position on the leaderboard.
This game's never about being perfect. It's about being resilient.
Yep, we'll just blame Shelby for this.
The par 4 7th,
Sounds good to me.
434 yards.
Works for me. I'm all about it.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Frank, what's the player looking at here with the approach shot at the par 4 7th?
The second part of the second shot just goes a little bit downhill, and once again you see that little ski slope look just short of that green. It means you really have to pitch the ball on the front third of the green. Anything further than that, you risk the ball running left into those bunkers.
Bounce and roll. Bounce. Oh, man. Not roll the other way, dude. I was actually... See, that shouldn't...
Birdie try
that
up
should have
next.
went forward. It bounced on a damn downhill, and yet it bounced and rolled back
It's
this
at sneaky
way.
distance.
That's ridiculous. This game is just not working with me today. I can see it's going to be one of them days on the course. See...
Well, that would have been a bonus
And
had
that
it
I
gone in,
even
but still,
fucking push
reasonable
that to the
chance for
fucking
par here.
left.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
he has this attempt for par.
All right. Right on,
That's a good
Chris.
par there, Rich.
What's up, Aquaman? How we doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Frank, the par 3 eighth, it will take a player's very best strike.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy.
All right.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
Right on, Alex.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Now watch. We're going to totally push this way too far to the left. Now watch it miss to the other side. See, look at that. I pushed that about that far, that much further.
And no doubt, he's feeling pretty good about
what
his
it was
position on this
supposed to be,
leaderboard.
and it
A series of good
set.
holes in a row has got him to this point.
Rounding out the front 9 here
That's
at
why,
Oakmont.
dude. That's why if you all play this for yourselves, that line really is a suggestion.
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the U.S. Opens.
Yeah, that's about the way it usually works out as of lately, man.
It's a little bit.
We'll probably have a couple non-mod people stopping through here at some point.
If you miss those. This is one of
We had
those
a few new people come through yesterday. I imagine they'll be swinging through at some point or other.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
But, I mean, it is a weekday, so a lot of people have to work, man.
This is a testing approach shot, isn't it, Frank?
Times that people usually at work.
The green actually might look big, and the reason why it looks big is actually that's part of the practice putting green, which is on the back of that. And the reason why I know that, because I've actually had to putt in a championship while other people were warming up to go off later on. So big green it might look, it plays small. And it is anything other than flat.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Frank, this is some sensational
now that'll
stuff.
work.
Eagle to tie.
That'll work.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game.
Yeah, I don't know about a flawless performance, but we got through it, I guess, man. That's why you can tell how random these comments are. Flawless performance. Flawless performance for who?
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Frank, what's this approach shot look like here at the 10th?
Another one you're trying to gauge what the ball's going to do when it hits the ground. If this hits the ground on the front of this green, then there's a good chance, believe it or not, it might stay on. You think I'm joking? But you hit one there a little low that catches that front right corner. More often than not, it finishes on the back left.
Ooh,
good
hit the
chance
pin on that one. That was some luck right there.
Well, it's almost
That
a
probably
guarantee
would
there
roll
after
way
that shot.
the fuck on up out of here.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
All right, well now we're getting a little bit of a roll
Has
going.
it. Now to 7 under for the tournament. Moving on to the 11th hole here at Oakmont, par 4, 379 yards.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, we'll just go ahead and hit it into the rough. That way I ain't got to worry about it rolling off anywhere crazy.
This is taken off on a weird line.
Well, it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he pays the
That's
price
all right,
for that.
though.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the
That'll
rough,
pull it
you know
back
it's
for
not
this
sitting
next
pretty.
shot.
You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Nice. Yeah,
Coming
with
out
that.
of the rough and right up next to the hole.
Probably still going to be a breaking putt of some sort.
Shouldn't be a
but-
problem here.
Well, actually, it's a lot straighter than it looked. So. Ooh. Damn. All right.
Just continuing
Yep.
to play
Now we're getting
some
a little
really
bit-
good golf. 8 under par for the championship. We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards. Always makes the hole easier.
I can live with that.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
Should be able to make the green here.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
All right.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot.
At least, so.
Snack though.
Just get it up there close.
Continues
or we could just get the eagle. That'll work too. I can live with it.
From a long par 5 to a relatively short par 3. We're at the 13th at Oakmont, 183 yards. Frank?
Another hole because of the shape of this green that you're almost breaking down into 3 sections. That front little circle you can see, the bit in the middle or the bit at the back. You're trying to play to one of those 3 sections.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Nah, it's all just in a ponytail. I had it down when I started or whatever, but it was just kind of starting to get to be annoying, so I put it all in a ponytail.
This is a hole that offers up.
Yeah, I probably am never going to get my hair cut.
358 yards.
If I have anything to say about it, I will not be getting my hair cut. Kind of had to shave for court, as you can tell. I kind of hate the way my face looks without some facial hair. I kind of needed to trim it down a little bit anyway, but I do hate the way my face looks when it's totally clean shaven, but
so that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot from the rough.
Yeah,
it's on the way.
Like I said, I did actually have to shave for court, and I hate that. But
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game. But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Oh, just missed it.
How good was that?
Hopefully we can get this bar, man.
That's amazing. That's a master
better hope we
class
can
in
make
short
this
game.
bar now.
These putts keep the round together.
I think we might be looking at a bogey. Oh, that was luck. That was actually luck, dude. I ain't even going to take credit for that.
Really,
That was actually luck.
right now, it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 4.
Oh, it's still the same length. It's still, you know, it's still all here. Still way down there. Like I said, I didn't do anything to the hair. I just put it in a ponytail. Today it's not. I don't have it down. But my face is what I had to cut. I had to cut all that shit off my face. And now that the court case is over and shit, I'm gonna have to kind of probably at least keep the chain. I want the goatee back. I at least want the goatee. But, I mean, I do kind of need to keep all the rest of this trimmed up a little bit, shaved.
Frank, right where you want to be.
It would be better if it was on a tee.
Frank deep into a final round of the U.S. Open at Oakmont. This approach shot
I'm done with all this. I've got the paperwork now saying that court case is over and I was not guilty.
Of the green.
So I may
everything
try
in the middle
and call
starts to kick towards
IU.
the right and then the back. So it's a
And
case
see
like
if I
so
can
many
get
other
that
greens
job
here,
back,
using the
because
slopes
with that
in
job
your
it won't
favor.
really
So
matter.
pick the right club, try and adjust, and well, in the back of your mind, allow for the amount of roll that the ball's going to take.
But yeah, with
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
and what's cool is at least with that job they
Pretty
don't
good all day
piss
from this
test either.
distance,
So
just trying to take care of business.
but I don't know, man.
Racking them and
Like I
stacking
said,
them.
this whole
That's
trying to find
12
a
under
job
par now
mess
for
is
the
going to be
tournament.
screwed up for a bit.
Yet another demanding hole here at Oakmont. The par 3 16th, 231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this hole. And the reason why is the general contours all move to the right. That ball can still funnel down to the right side of the green.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
This is the beginning of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
He has a 12-footer here.
This is, I think, the first round of the FedEx Cup playoff. Which is kind of what you play golf all year to try and get to, I guess. You know, the PGA Championship is for the actual PGA. Like, you know, that's the championship for the PGA. But the FedEx Cup playoffs are like kind of like this extra deal.
This can be a cruel game at times.
Well, just when you thought they might pick up one.
So, yeah, the FedEx Cup playoffs pretty much end the season every year.
He's putting
for
for
golf.
par now.
And it's one of those deals where it's kind of like, you know,
Just
motorcycle
an amazing
racing or
display.
whatever,
The
where it
records
goes by
continue to
points.
fall.
You could totally, like, win
Frank,
the
here we are
FedEx
at the
Cup
17th.
without
Only
actually winning the
313
official
yards.
FedEx
That's par
Cup
4, by the way.
championship.
Nowadays, that could be a
more
par
points
3.
than everybody.
What's the right way to play this hole, or does it simply depend on where you are in the championship?
I think it depends on where you are in the championship. Sometimes people try and hit drivers at drivable par 4s. Believe it or not necessary to make birdie, but it's the easiest option to make 4. One of the problems here at 17, if you do lay it up and the flag is on the right side, you turn it into a very, very difficult short par 4.
God.
And that's the reason why people often try and drive these greens.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Shit, damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Playing this par
There wasn't
4
really
still
any way
not
around
on the green
that.
after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Stop.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor.
Yeah, we might actually get the par
Getting
here.
set now over the putt.
Not that a bogey's going to screw us, but it would suck. Cool, we got the par. We're good.
And he makes it for par.
And we're still kicking ass. We ain't doing our usual.
This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan
We
to
ain't doing
Nicklaus
as good
to
as we
Miller
usually
to
do,
Els,
but
made their imprint.
I don't know, the
And
first
don't forget
round
about
of this
Angel
tournament
Cabrera,
always
the
is
last
kinda
time the
screwed
U.S.
up
Open
for
was
me.
played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship. That's in the fairway.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Let's see if we can get it in there.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Stop. Stop. Oh, my God.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
I hate these greens.
All the
Man, I
above,
really
maybe.
hate these
It's
greens.
a little bit of a head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot?
I do really hate these greens. Oh, my God. Come on, man.
It's at sneaky distance.
Get the par. All right. Well, we choked through that round pretty good, but
Oh, filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Well, Frank, round one in the books.
we're definitely going to want to step the game up just a
And
touch
that's with
here.
some strong play today. They don't
If
really
we
need to
intend to
look
get
back.
one of my usual
Strong
scores
play heading
anyway.
into the second round tomorrow.
I mean, we're still whipping ass, of course, but 8 strokes up is... People in real golf would kill for that kind of score, especially first round. Apparently Shelby's been reading the chat a little bit back. And hi, baby.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. And hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside Frank Nobilo. We are at Oakmont Country Club
Rick
in
wasn't
Western
here for the
Pennsylvania.
blaming you part of
Frank,
the chat.
the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan.
No, I
Jack
guess
Nicklaus,
Fish wasn't here
Ernie
anyway,
Els,
but
a long and
I'm
distinguished
pretty
list.
sure you know she would say
If
fuck
it's
you to
not
you
the
anyway,
most
Fish,
difficult
so...
golf course in North America, Rich,
I guess
it's
you're just
certainly
included
one of
by
the most
default,
difficult
man.
golf courses. With its 210 bunkers,
Pretty sure you're
really
just included
personified
by default,
the
Fishy.
church pews. The hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways. This golf course always requires the utmost precision.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Frank, what do we have with the approach shot here at number one?
Well, the green, it slopes away from the players with the exception of the front of this green, which is like almost just a little bit of a ski slope and an upslope before it goes down.
Given
That's
how
what
fucked
makes
up these
judging that
greens
second
are.
shot so difficult. You've got to land that
Let's
ball
try
in the
hitting this
first
a good
5 to
ways
10
back.
yards.
Let's see how
no
far
further,
this rolls
otherwise it
low.
skips through.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Oh, dude, that would have
Wow,
been freaking
Frank, he is
tight.
dialed in.
But now you see,
Yeah, that was just some
normally
shot on
we
there.
put that
Easy
about
birdie.
that far away from the hole so it can bounce a little bit and it only rolls a little
Settles in
bit.
over the putt.
With these greens, that thing just rolled probably an extra 20 feet further than it would on any other green. Come on, baby, give me this birdie. That's a little better. That's a little better, baby.
Great start.
On the tee, ready to go. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
I'll take it.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Back up just a touch.
So on a putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Whew, shit. Fucking 8 inches back. Which means we got down to about 7. That wasn't too bad for a guess.
Made a good run at birdie. They'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par.
Got the samurai thing going
Not a
on
gimme,
today.
but well within his range.
All right, come on. Oh, I love this how it says putt read not found, because basically this is probably an impossible shot. So it's going to drift just a touch.
That had to really hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his middle.
Yeah, that drifted quite a bit
Just a
further
couple
than
of feet.
I thought it was, man. These fucking, dude, these greens are fucked. I hate these greens. This course is one of the worst ones, man.
Bad news is, Frank,
This course
that's a
is
bogey,
one of
but
the
the
worst
good news
ones.
still has the lead.
Can't afford
And
another.
it's okay.
Third hole's a par 4. Again, it's 428 yards, but Frank, we look out to the left and we can see
Shake it
nothing
up.
quite like the third at Oakmont.
Well, the church pews certainly might look beautiful from our point of view, but they really shrink the hole down, or the landing area, because not only the pews on the left side, but a bunch of bunkers on the right. You see the tee shot plays a little downhill, but it funnels in so closely together that more often than not we'll see players hit long irons off the tee here.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot.
I'd rather have that
Really
than
not
have
much
it
to
just
this.
roll the
The
fuck off
only issue
down
would
there,
be a
so
lack of concentration or
we can
focus.
live with this.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Yes, it
Just
was.
knocking in for a par, and
That was
let's forget
definitely
about this
an
one.
opportunity wasted.
Golf is not about perfect. But
Oh my
it's going to
God,
hurt the
let's
course.
just choke through this shit and get on with it.
And that's in for a par. Fourth hole now. Long par 5 at 609 yards. Boy, this one has a chance to be really good. They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Oh,
Just
yeah. I
averted
like that 5
danger
hybrid
right there.
club,
So
man.
close.
What does he have all
Use
about?
that 5 hybrid club all the time. We'd be rocking.
Even par currently.
Let's not pull that same shit we fucked up on before.
Tough game, Frank.
Oh,
you
my
can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy,
my
and that's the
God.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie
It really
on this hole
is going to
yesterday.
be one of those days. Really is going to be one of those days.
Well read.
We're at the 5th hole now. Short hole, but Frank, pretty challenging even at 382 yards.
Yeah, you've got the bunkers are staggered. The first 3 coming down the left side, and then they start to link up with the ones on the right side that just sort of narrow this fairway up. It just sort of changes the strategy. But if you can just sort of thread an iron up there, that's the main thing. Because this green is going to be very narrow in the front and slope away to the player's left.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot. Safely on deck.
Oh, heartbeat moment.
What a
I'll
shot.
take it. I'll take it.
Almost in.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
That'll work.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, what's the pros' take on the first par 3 here at Oakmont, the 6th, at just under 200 yards?
Oh, it's a real beauty. Very narrow in the front. You can see how it pinches in so close. It starts to widen up, but even to try and carry that bunker on the right side, there's very few players in the world that could hit it that high and manage to stop the ball in that corner. And once again, you're trying to thread it through that avenue at the front of this green. It's a tough par 3.
Don't want to miss it right here.
No.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Come on,
excited
man.
to make birdie.
Even
Now,
again, I
settle
pushed
for
it way
par.
too far to the left, and
A
it's
little
still
change in the
didn't get
attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
It's going to be one of those type of days.
Did the
It'll
job
be
right
one
there.
of those type of days.
The par 4 7th, 434 yards.
I said, we're still winning this thing. It's just... Yeah, what's up,
It is
Evan?
always
Yeah, you
easier
came
to
in right
play
at
it
the
from
end.
the short grass, and that is where he has been all day, just laser-like.
We should be
off the
going a
tee.
little
Hasn't missed
longer
a
today,
fairway.
too. I mean, you're at least
Second
coming
shot
in.
here
This
at the
is
par four
second
seventh.
round. So you'll at least get to see something today anyway. Although this is kind of a screwed up day on the course. Apparently the course is just not showing me the love it usually does.
We just
We're
saw
still
a player
winning by a
in
good
total
chunk,
control
so-
of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
But yes, welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Now this for birdie. Came away with a bogey on the previous round. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par.
Here at the 8th at Oakmont, a famous hole. And Frank, it's not often we say of a par 3 that it is a beast, but the 8th at Oakmont is just that.
Yeah, you can imagine a 300-yard par 3 to a flat green. That would be hard enough. But imagine to a 300-yard par 3 at a US Open to a green that goes up at the front and then crowns at the top and then slips away at both sides. That's the 8th.
Stop.
That's well
Yeah.
played. Now a good look at birdie.
I guess I should have backspun that quite a bit more.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
15. This ain't looking good, but we'll at least get our par if nothing else. Or we can take the birdie. Or we can take the birdie. For once, the line was right.
He's gonna love that one, Frank.
What do you know about that?
No, just eat that up.
Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right. And, of course, if you find the rough, the remnants of what it used to be a par 5 is that nice little cross bunker in the middle of the fairway, which forces you to lay up.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, you've been there. This is kind of a memorable approach shot, isn't it? The 2nd to the 9th.
Yeah, often you'll have people putting on the back because part of that is the practice putting green. So you see many of approach shot bound through and go between the legs of some people trying to get ready for their round. Green might look like a big square, but there's not too many flat sections in this green.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Trying to make yet another birdie.
14. Oh my God, dude! Oh my God. Yeah. I'm serious. And like I said, this is the new controller, man. It should not be doing that, dude. I mean, I could expect that from my 2 old controllers, man, but I have no idea what the hell is
Take a look
going
now at the
on
10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances, and the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge
that's
in
another birdie.
You're not as fortunate. You leave it hanging up on that hill. It plays a good 200 yards for you.
Negative 10 or so in blown birdies today?
Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot, but remember, this is the most
powerful
club in the
and
bag.
Otto's got a new headset coming, I guess. So.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee.
Yeah, I am actually glad in other situations to have this new controller, man. Sold a bunch of shit yesterday, man. Ended up with some money. I should have technically got another new controller just in case, but
just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Moving on to the 11th hole here at Oakmont, par 4, 379 yards. Frank, it's only 379 yards, a par 4.
It worked out pretty good for us yesterday. So.
You would think for that distance, no, but you take 4 here. It's a stringent tee shot. The fairway doesn't really look pleasing to the eye. It looks like it moves out to the left, but that's exactly where those bunkers are. So more often than not, we see players hitting out of the right rough. And back in 1994, this is where the playoff finished with Lauren Roberts and Ernie Els.
Coming out of the rough.
Could have been better.
Right up next to the hole.
Definitely could have been worse, too.
These putts keep the round together. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just a couple of feet.
Let's just take our damn pars and get the hell on with it, I guess, man. Fuck it. Nobody touching us anyway.
We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at
this is our fuck off
667
round.
yards.
This is our fuck off tournament, I guess.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. Powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Because I really do hate this course. This and that Whistling Straits course was a freaking nightmare for us back when we did the Open. I don't know if it was the U.S. Open. Yeah, it was the U.S. Open.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
That was a nightmare. All right, well, we get the 5 hybrid. This is a club I like using. Let's see if it works out for us. Oh man, come on, stop.
And a chance for eagle after that.
Didn't work out quite so well for us there, but we're going for eagle now, so we should at least get a birdie out of the deal. If we can't make this, which we probably won't. But let's hope it doesn't overshoot. Oh!
So early on the backside.
Oh, I thought for a second just maybe.
Opportunity.
I thought for a second just maybe
putt.
we had that eagle. But we'll take the birdie. We'll take the birdie.
That shot falls. We're a birdie.
The way this tournament's going.
Well, Frank, what about
That's
this
more
par
than we could hope
313?
for.
Measures 183 yards.
It has a little bit of a crescent-shaped green, but it looks like the green should shape that way, but the actual contours of the green go in the opposite direction. The only good thing about that is chances are you've got an uphill putt.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's full melody now.
He's putting for birdie now.
Ooh, I totally thought it was going to screw us on that one, too.
He's made it. Rich Turner back with you at the 14th hole at Oakmont. And this is a hole that offers up a pretty good scoring opportunity, a short par 4 at 358 yards.
Distance perfect.
Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4.
Couldn't get it spinning that way just a little bit.
Do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Fairly long, 25-foot putt here.
So we should get a birdie regardless.
Might be. Could be.
But that eagle will work out a lot better.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field, too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. What a test here, Frank.
It certainly is. The tee shot here is a little bit like the par 5 12th, where the fairway slopes quite severely from left to right. It means the pews there on the left side are actually not a bad place to aim at. You just have to allow for that kick and roll towards the right.
All right. What we got here?
This has exploded off the club face.
That's not a bad position.
Well, the drama's starting to build here. 15th hole, the approach shot, Frank. This is a time to be buttoned up and dialed in.
That's for sure. And this second shot would be so much easier if they had just removed one little bunker. And that's that one short left, because that's where you would like to land that second shot. Because that bunker's there, you've just got to somehow avoid it by a yard or two, whether it's over it or to the right of it.
Terrific golf shot. And now that would an easy birdie. Birdie putt coming up.
Anything's easy about this tournament this week, but ain't nothing easy about this course.
To amaze.
We'll take that damn birdie, baby. We'll take that damn birdie.
What a day it's been. Yet another demanding hole here at Oakmont. Par 3 16th, 231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this thing. And the reason why is the general contours all move
right
to
on,
the right.
Andreas.
That ball can still
Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good day.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
And that's a birdie. Seventeenth hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
Yeah, it was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a mid-iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind. And
well, that's
that
a bit
situation.
better result than yesterday.
If you see the green's just perched up there, if you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green.
Straight
You
enough
have to
for
lay
us
it
to
up
get
down
the
that
eagle,
right side.
but
Getting set now over the putt.
okay, so we gotta go to 36. Probably almost about where his foot is. Let's just hope it doesn't roll off the other side here.
Very
That's
well
good
done.
enough.
Almost made it.
That's good enough.
Yep, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Blah, blah, blah. Quit your bitching and walking around in circles, motherfucker. All right.
Frank, we have said it
This
over and
tournament's
over.
been going. That's a beautiful
birdie.
result.
Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, this was the last hole in a U.S. Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. Couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway.
The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer.
This is a good-looking shot.
Yes, it is.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
We'll take it.
A good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
All right. What's up, Alex P? Yeah, she finally did make it. She said, "Fuck y'all, Alex." Okay, so we ain't got really the win. And yeah, she's probably lurking. You know she's lurking. But yeah, she did pop in a little bit back.
EA Sports and the PGA
Said,
Tour
"Fuck y'all."
proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States. Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees are being removed. But really, that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, you know, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, you know, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day, and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Now the approach here at the par 4 first.
So we know this son of a bitch is going to roll real hard. This is a downhill, hell of a downhill shot.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot.
Go.
Well, that's how you play the game right there.
Damn it.
Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Oh, we're right on, Pogba. Hopefully I'm
Birdie
saying
here
that right.
yesterday,
Pogba,
trying to do it again
boom.
today.
I appreciate that very much. And welcome to the crew. Right on, Crange. Dude, what the hell, man? Aw, dude, this is...
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
Go! Oh, damn. If I could have backspun that a bit, it would have been all right. But yep, it looks like we're starting the day with a bogey.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
If we can make this damn shot. Dude, yeah, I'm totally convinced. I'm totally convinced, Cringe. But yeah, it's just these greens, man. These greens are so hard and fast.
You'd like to go back to that
miss
first
by
tee
just
right
the
now and
littlest
start again.
amount. Well, thank you, Pogba. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, the slightest miss on any of these damn greens, and you are just, yeah.
Drops not 1 but 2 shots with that double bogey.
Well, whatever. We still got damn near 20 strokes on everybody, so.
On the tee, ready to go.
We hopefully ain't going to do this all day long, but.
But this one has a chance to be really good.
Get on up there. Get on up there.
I mean, that is a sight
yeah,
to
you see
behold.
how crazy
What a
that green is,
spectacular
man?
shot we just saw on the par
we gotta
4
get this up
with a
close.
drive in 1.
So that's 2 feet, so 73. We know we gotta go to 73. Now, let's leave this close enough. Let's leave this close enough for the birdie.
Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
Alright, so that makes up for one of the shots we just lost.
Okay, no problem with that one.
And apparently nobody else is doing good because everybody else is apparently bogey too.
Third hole is a par 4. Again, it's 428
and
yards.
they had Black Ops over at the pawn shop for $15. I just couldn't afford to get it.
Church pews certainly might look beautiful
I
from our point of
money
view, but they really shrink the hole down to the landing area, because not only the pews on the left side, but a bunch of bunkers on the right. You can see the tee shot plays a little downhill.
It was sort of a miracle I was able to buy Final Fantasy.
More often than not, we'll see players hit long irons off the tee here.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he
literally about the only reason it was Black Ops 3 they got over there.
You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
But literally the only reason I was able to buy Final Fantasy was because luckily I got it for $20. I was expecting to pay like 30 or 40 for it, which meant I wouldn't have been able to get the season pass with it.
Good looking shot right here.
Good, clean contact. And a nice result.
Given the way this tournament's going, that's actually not a bad shot, I guess.
Bogey here yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no, honestly, dude, I probably wouldn't even think about Infinite Warfare, man. Hell, GameStop had a deal where if you traded in a new game, they would give you that game for $1, and still nobody bought it. From what I understand, that World War II or whatever that's coming out is supposed to be pretty cool, and I've seen a little bit of gameplay on it. It looks like it might be pretty good.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
I don't know if I'll get it or not, but like I said, I remember the original
Bogey here yesterday.
Call of Duty,
better that today.
Like way back on the PlayStation 2. I actually really liked those games. They were pretty fun to play.
Drops for a par. Frank, at Oakmont, you have to take advantage of scoring opportunities when they present themselves. Is this one of those moments here, the par 5, fourth hole at 609 yards?
It will certainly be one of the holes that determine the champion, because the difference between making 4 and 6 on this hole is extremely slim. Very, very stringent tee shot. You're heading towards those church pews and trying to cut the ball away from it. It's easy to see why Jack Nicklaus, who faded the ball, and Ben Hogan won around here.
Well, that was a beautiful drive.
Yeah,
Frank. Really good
it
position.
It will be interesting to see how it all works out.
In the fairway.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Stop.
Superb shot.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Yeah, and well, that's the thing, man. I bought Black Ops 3 when it first came out, but at the time, I really hated multiplayer shit, and I hated online stuff. So, I mean, I literally found out that you could only play it online. And at the time, at least, you could only play it online.
Wow.
So, I mean, I rented it. I played it for like 2 minutes, and then
look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Brought it back. But nowadays, since I actually have people to play multiplayer with, it'd probably be a bit more fun, man.
Obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Ooh, yeah. Nice.
Frankie appears to be in control of his game in the early going.
I like what I'm seeing out there, doing all the basic things at a very, very high level, getting the ball in play. That helps set up the next shot. Next shot gets on the green. That's how it sets up the birdie putt. It's one thing leading to another.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Okay.
On the green,
Nice.
and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Getting it together a little bit here. Yeah, like I said, they got it for 15 bucks over there,
Do it
man.
again today.
Which is probably a pretty good price for it, but technically right now, if you handed me 15 bucks, I would feel like I won the lottery. So.
Right in the heart. Frank, what's the pros' take on the first par 3 here at Oakmont, the 6th, at just under 200 yards?
Oh, it's a real beauty. Very narrow in the front. You can see how it pinches in so close. It starts to widen up, but even to try and carry that bunker on the right side, there's very few players in the world that could hit it that high and manage to stop the ball in that corner. Once again, you're trying to thread it through that avenue at the front of the screen. It's a tough par for it.
Don't want to miss it right here.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Chat's kind of gone quiet, but that happens. I mean, everybody's either at
You don't want
work
to let this
or
one get away. This is about concentration
still waking
and
up and
focus
stuff
at this
this
point.
time of morning, so it's to be expected. I reckon you can ask.
And he has it for birdie. The par 4 7th, 434 yards.
Well, I use iTunes for my music and stuff like that. So theoretically speaking, if I was going to go out and sport for a fancy new phone, I would probably go with iPhone just because it works with my iTunes and I can use like the iTunes. I can use almost any song I have and make any custom ringtone out of almost any song I have. But I mean, if I was speaking from a technical standpoint, like for real, Samsung probably makes shit a lot better than Apple does. Apple is not really a very good company as far as like ease of use and shit like that. So, I mean, if I was going to tell somebody else to buy a phone, I would probably tell them to go with the Samsung. What's up, Jimmy Wong? Welcome, brother. But like I said, for my personal use, I would like to get an iPhone just because I could make all the custom ringtones, and it would be easy to put my music into. It would work real well with my iTunes.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like
the
fun.
Apple stuff isn't bad. The only problem with Apple stuff is Apple was basically made for Mac computers. They're mainly designed to do Mac stuff. So, like when it comes to trying to work Apple stuff with Windows, it's a little hard. You know, it doesn't
Really
work
good
quite the way it
distance
should.
control there, playing well to his strengths.
So, you know, Samsung I think is more a general company. They make it, you know, to work with Windows and all that shit or whatever. But like I said, I mean, if I was going to spend any kind of real money on a phone, I would probably get an iPhone.
Good putt. Frank, the par 3.
And yeah, well, Sony's probably one of the biggest companies, definitely.
Yeah,
Sony's
it's not
definitely
often
one
you
of the
see
biggest
the odd
companies.
driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out.
But I don't know.
close to 300
Sometimes the
yards,
problem with
everybody
Sony
in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a
is
big,
that they
long
have
par
so
three.
many different
Green does feed a
divisions
little
or
bit to the
whatever.
left,
It's almost
but,
like
at
Sony
that
is working on
distance,
too
no
many
holes
different things at once.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to
So
fly.
sometimes
all the
I
way.
think they spread themselves a little thin and can't put
That's
too
well
much
played.
focus on one thing.
Good
But
look at birdie.
Hey man, Sony's been making electronics for so many years now. They're definitely, you know, they're definitely one of the most known companies for it. And I say that just because PSN pisses me off a lot, but so I might be just a touch biased when it comes to Sony stuff.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
That literally just missed by millimeters.
Set now over the putt. Has his par.
That Samsung Galaxy, yeah. That Samsung Galaxy, I've known people that have had
Rounding
it.
out the front nine here at
It's
Oakmont.
definitely, you know, that's actually definitely a really good phone. I do know people that have had the Galaxy and they were very happy.
It certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill. Semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right. And of course, rough.
With phones, man, phones are basically getting to the point where they're like computers, man. You go out and you buy the newest, the latest, the greatest, and
Frank, it's always fun
all
in
of
the
a
U.S.
sudden
Open when you have a
now
shot
it's
that could be
outdated and you
described
need
as
another
not only
one and
tough
shit,
but
you know.
quirky,
So
and I think this would fit the bill.
It is, because the green really was built for a
it's
par
almost
5.
hard to
When you
say
look at
with
the size
phones,
of it,
because
you
with
say, well, why
phones
would a
it's
green
like
that big
the
be
best
built for a
thing
par 5?
now
Well, half
may
of it
not
really
be the
is
best thing
unusual
in 6
because
months.
It's a practice putting thing, but it has hole locations like just over the bunker on the right that really designed for a par 5. So it's a par 4. Somehow, if you can thread it through that gap and take 2 putts, this is one of the harder greens to putt on too. This is a stout par 4 to finish the front 9.
Huh. I haven't seen anything about that model yet. But well, and I'll tell you what, man, like I said, I'm like super old. I was around before computers really did any of this crap or whatever. Like when I was your age, cringe,
on the front side, but Frank, we know
a computer
it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's
to get a computer to do anything that these phones do nowadays, like this room, from that wall to that wall, is probably 25, 30 feet or whatever, like from wall to wall in this direction is probably about 30 feet or whatever. It would probably take half this room. It would probably take half this room for a computer to do what one cell phone does nowadays. Back when I was your age, cringe. Hell, back then cable TV was pretty flippin' fancy. And we definitely didn't have no internet or anything.
Not going to like the line.
That moved down.
There was no
Frank, this
no
ball's
real
in the
internet
rough.
or
Anything
anything.
you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Pretty short hole here at the 11th. It's only 379 yards, par 4.
So let's hit it in the rough again. Seems to be working out pretty good for us so far.
This is taking off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the
we're
tall
actually getting
cabbage.
closer and closer to hitting it actually on the fairway there.
Looks like
if I could actually power these shots up, man, I probably could get that on the damn fairway.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
stay.
And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Birdie try again here today.
Yeah, I remember I used to have a lot of times I used to get all the Nokia phones. That would be the company I went with. Some of my first early cell phones were Nokias.
So close.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
Just an amazing
I do not know about that
display.
specific model of Nokia. But yeah, I do remember a lot of my first,
Well, Frank,
very
the par
first
5
cell
12
phones
here
were
at
Nokia.
Oakmont, it's a lot of golf hole at 667 yards.
It's the hardest par 5 that I've ever seen
Nokia and
play that doesn't have
Motorola
water.
were my first
Starts
2
with
or
that
3
tee
cell
shot.
phones.
The whole fairway slopes left to right. Just to get the ball on the fairway, you've got to draw the ball against the slope. The same problem exists with the second and the third shot.
I want to say the very, very first one I had was one of the little Motorola flip phones.
That's in the fairway.
And then I went to the Nokia one because it was a bit more compact. And I kind of like the flip phone because I like the fact that it covers up all the numbers and shit, so you didn't actually butt dial people or whatever. But I do remember it got hot a lot, so something to do with the battery at the time or whatever.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, luck to break
I would have almost rather that rolled off the green.
That's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Just close enough for that birdie. Beautiful.
That was not a very good read right there. Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day.
See, this course is so jacked up. Those guys,
Frank,
that Rogers guy, I think he started out at -4.
It has a little bit of a crescent-shaped green, but it looks like the green shaped that way, but the actual contours of the green go in the opposite direction. The only good thing about that is
course is actually
uphill
pretty
putt.
screwed.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's full
so
melody.
theoretically speaking, even though we're screwing up a shitload of shots here, we're doing amazing for this course. Just not, you know, the scores you guys are used to me getting.
Great, too.
But,
beautiful.
I mean, we're about at half the normal score that I would be at this point in the...
Rich Lerner back with you at the 14th hole at Oakmont.
I mean, in
and
the
this
overall
is a hole that
picture
offers
of
up
things,
a
we
pretty
really
good
are
scoring
doing
opportunity. A
super
short
good
par 4 at 358 yards. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough.
Keep going, baby. Keep going. Yes, get over that hump. Get over that hump.
Well, they
get over
claim it's a reachable
yes,
par 4.
I will
we
take
haven't
it.
seen a whole lot of people do it today.
Hell,
we
yes,
just
I will
saw it
take
right
that.
there. Well done. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Nice if we could get this eagle, but I will take the birdie, baby.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here at the 15th, a long par 4 at 499
Oh, right
yards.
on. Yeah,
Frank,
dude, that actually is a
tee shot here.
At Tekken 7, that's a game Shelby's actually really excited about.
Where the fairway slopes
I think Shelby really wants that game.
And the second shot's going to be uphill to a green that's actually built in the opposite direction. This is a tough par 4.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
That would have been a heartbeat moment if it stayed where it was.
It was just unbelievable.
I mean, I'll take it.
Never deviated
That's definitely
off
a better
line.
shot than we could have.
Not a gimme.
Really, are those
Well
games
within
pretty
his
much
range.
starting to be the same for you? Because that's a rut a lot of games fall into. I mean, when the new games kind of just seem like the last ones, it's kind of like, why am I spending the
Really
money
solid
buying
strike.
the new one?
Yet another demanding hole here at Oakmont. The par 3 16th, 231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this hole. And the reason why is the general contours all move to the right. That ball can still funnel down to the right side of the green.
Ooh!
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. Trying for another one today.
Oh yeah,
that's
well
a
that's
birdie.
That's one of Dria's favorite games too. I kind of would like to get Destiny too. Hopefully she gets her streaming shit worked out by the time
Frank, here
Destiny
we are at the
comes out.
17th. It's only 313
'Cause I really
yards.
wanna see her
That's
play
par
that
4,
game.
by the way. Nowadays, that could be a par 3.
I'd
What's
kind
the
of like
right
to get the game
way
so
to
I can play
this
with
hole?
her.
Does
But
it simply depend on where you are in the championship?
I think it depends on where you are in the championship. Sometimes people try and hit drivers at drivable par 4s. Believe it or not necessarily to make birdie, but it's the easiest
Okay.
option to make 4. One of the problems here at 17, if you
Got a
do lay it
shot at
up and the
eagle
flag
here.
is on the right side,
don't
you
know if
turn
we're
it
gonna
into
get
a
it or not.
very, very
But
difficult
we do at
short
least
par
have
4.
a shot
And
at
that's the
eagle here.
reason why people often try and drive these greens. You'd like that one again.
So the eagle
What
goes
a
begging.
tease.
Still has this for birdie.
What a tease.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
So we have to get through this 18th hole because I really got to go pee.
No problems there.
I've been kind of
He
holding
keeps
this
the
for
round
about
going,
the last
keeps the
6
momentum on
holes
his
here.
side.
This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to Nicklaus to Miller to Els, made their imprint. And don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Little uphill to this green, Frank.
Should be safely on deck.
Dude, we had that.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside
totally
chance
should've
really
forward spun it just a
for birdie,
touch.
but
That's
really
all I would have needed was a
it
touch.
was a rather poor approach shot.
So 44. Looks like we gotta get it just a touch this way. Let's just go for it. As long as it gets up
So a
there, we'll
long
be all
putt
right.
there and just didn't read it quite right. These putts keep the round together. Man,
I just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey.
Yep, that figures. All right, whatever. Let's go. Get on with it. I
Bogey
gotta go
there,
pee.
Frank, but really not a big deal as we look at the leaderboard.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now.
Half where we would normally
some
be.
Amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
But okay, I'm going to go pee real quick, guys. I'll be right back while we're waiting on this to load in here. Alright, that's much better. Let's get this started. Grab some more coffee.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's the final round of the Pittsburgh Invitational. Hello again and welcome. Rich Loader alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobila. We are back in the state of Pennsylvania getting set to kick off the round here at one of the great golf courses in the world, Oakmont Country Club. Frank, you're very familiar with it because you were right in the mix down the stretch at the 1994 U.S. Open right here at Oakmont.
And Rich, it's so good just to be back here. You know, there's so much history in Oakmont. It's been a host to so many prestigious tournaments in our sport, such as the U.S. Amateur, the U.S. Open, the Women's U.S. Open, and the PGA Championship. It's just one of the true gems on the golf landscape.
All set to go. We take you to the first hole. Frank, this is where you find out if you are a gamer with a capital G. First tee, final round, you're in the lead. Can you hold it?
And this is also where you find out if your best stuff is good enough.
All right. Alright, now if you notice too, like I said, I mentioned before that those guys started out at -4 and that guy went down to -1. The closest score to me is even par. That is how insane this fucking course is, dude.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
So the person in second place right now is at even par on -36. If that tells you how screwed up this course is.
I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Frank, what makes this downhill shot a little trickier in terms of club selection and setup?
Because of the nature of the downhill, that ball's just going to come out a little lower. So you've got to take that into consideration. It might run a little more on the back end.
See what I mean? I barely touched that ball.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first
10,
green.
15
but he is
yards
by no
short of
means
the
in
hole,
for par
and
yet.
it rolled
A lengthy
all the
putt
way down
coming up.
there.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long.
Looks sort of straight though. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, I guess.
That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
We got her. Got her done.
Always take that. Good par putt right there. Relatively short par 4, second hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee here? It's probably not driver.
It certainly isn't. You need a decent yardage in for your second shot, so you don't really want to hit it past those last of the 6 bunkers on that right side. It leaves a shot of 100, 110 yards. There's another tee box a little further up where they can make it like drivable at 265 yards, but for such a short hole, this is sort of a fearsome one. You always feel like you're making a mistake when you're putting the ball on the tee.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. This is the second shot at the par 4.
Oh, God. 24, so we got to go to 78. I'm just going to take a crazy-ass shot here. Ooh, that was actually not too bad.
Always 2 components to the long lag, but the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part.
Even par.
If I had set that up for another foot, man, that could very easily have gone in. Which would have been super nice. But again, man,
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Third hole's a par 4. Again, it's 428 yards, but Frank, we look out to the left and we can see there's nothing quite like the third at Oakmont.
Well, the church pews certainly might look beautiful from our point of view, but
some
really
of that may boil down to
because not only the pews on the left side,
graphics
but,
and stuff,
man. On the right. You see the tee shot
on like House of Dead and all that shit, I think the more realistic the graphics are, the more realistic it feels when you're in first person. So that's probably where your motion sickness comes from, the realism. You almost really feel like you're doing it. With House of Dead and shit like that, I mean, you know you're in a game, so it's not quite as realistic. And what's up, Dub the Scrub?
Paying attention like a little kid at
How you
school,
doing, my
Frank.
brother?
That baby's sitting up.
It's good to see you again, man.
Got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Get a good look now at the second shot here at hole number 3.
Hey, Daniel. Hello.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Ah, crap.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. You like this one, Frank?
Oh, right on, Dub. You still doing that, huh? How long you got that for? How much longer you got to do that for?
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Yeah, looks like we might be getting another bogey here. Or not. I'll take the par. Par is good. Par is definitely good.
Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Fourth hole now. Long par 5 at 609 yards.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
So just this month and you're good. I'm doing well, Daniel. I'm doing well.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Let's see what happens here on this third shot to the par 5, fourth hole. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Yeah, we say shouldn't be a problem.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
See if you can go
my
one
God.
better than yesterday
Whatever.
when you
Come
made
on,
par.
we got the par, though.
That's
That's
birdie.
good. Like I said, if I shoot par all freaking... Oh, no, that was a birdie. That's right, because this is a
Beautifully
5.
done. That's a
We got the
birdie.
birdie anyway, but yeah, if I shoot par all day with this, I'll be good. I'll be happy with it.
And now the 5th hole, short but challenging par 4, 382 yards, and it obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way.
Stop.
Be a little
Ah, you
disappointed with
bastard.
that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Getting set now over the putt.
Okay. It's 4 inches downhill. Let's just get it up there, like I said.
I thought that was in.
Dude, that was
It looked
just
good. I
bullshit
mean,
right
line,
there.
pace.
Fucking
Hard to be
dude.
critical of that.
As long as I get these pars, man, I'm good.
Nudge
As long
this
as
one
I get
home,
these
finish
pars,
it up.
I'm happy. I just don't want to get any bogeys.
Good putt.
And now to the par 3 6th here at Oakmont, measuring in at just under 200 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway.
A little forward.
It's off,
All right.
off, rough.
Good thing he
right.
stayed in the first cut because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Drop shot
Frustrating
here
as
at the
hell.
6th.
And there's the bogey that I said I didn't want to get, but whatever.
That's a bogey, but
Onward.
still in the lead.
We start to see shots in
God, I
hand
hate this.
really valuable.
The par 4 7th, 434 yards.
Kind of figures you'd stop by if you're still there, D-Dub. It figures you'd stop by because we're actually in Pittsburgh. We're just outside Pittsburgh today. This course is just outside Pittsburgh.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of
Yeah,
the NBA.
I did. I just had one because I only really shut it off for this
The majority of the
game
medal holders, for example, in the
because
Olympics,
we were going for the
medal winners in
80, and I
Olympics
really
actually
needed to
use
see the
high-altitude
info up
training.
in that
You know,
corner.
you can develop more red
Now that we're
blood
pretty
cells
much
in a
back
shorter
to
period
just
of
playing
time,
for
but,
fun,
you
it
know,
doesn't
golf,
really
we've had
matter.
so many different
So
types of training from the
I
athlete
figured
side.
I turned it
but
on,
we
and
go
I
back to the old
can't
days
use
of
it for
Henry
Final
Cotton
Fantasy, and I
beating an
can't
old
use it
tire.
for
BJ Singh picked up on that. or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count. And the rhythm
That
was
Assassin's
1,
Creed
2,
game, the
3.
Freedom Cry that I've been
one
playing.
at the top of the swing, 2 at impact.
I
and
still
3
use
at the
it for
follow-through.
Fallout.
All those things are still very valid
Haven't
today.
played Fallout in a
Birdie,
little
try
while. I
again
really
here
need
today.
to get the fuck back on that, but because I do actually seriously miss playing that game, but the schedule has just been so screwed up lately.
Wow,
So
I thought
even
that was
pushing
in.
it, man, we didn't get that.
Clean this up with a tap.
But yep, I did. I turned it back on, like I said. I don't know. I guess it just
Nothing
feels a
wrong with
little
that
bit more
part.
like I'm with you guys when I have the
The
face
par
cam
3
on.
8th. This is where Angel Cabrera, Sunday at the U.S. Open in
Like, get my ass to work and all that
2007,
shit. It
made
might be
a
almost
deuce,
kind of
and it
cool
was
because
set
I
up
would
to
like
play
to look into
at
maybe
300 yards on that
using a
final
green
day.
screen.
This is all you want, Frank, in a par
And that
3.
way it would just be
It was the
me. You
first
wouldn't see all this
300-yard
stuff in the
par 3
background, so it
ever
wouldn't be so
in a
bad.
US
It wouldn't
Open.
cover up so much of it.
There's a bunker over there.
I
Hey,
think he's
Gabe.
headed for it. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Definitely ain't cheating today, man. Definitely ain't cheating today. Yeah, right on, Jimmy. Have a good one.
Frank, how good was that just to get it on the green?
I mean,
Well,
I'm
from that shot
obviously
there,
still
you would have
winning
thought
by
for sure that there
36
was no
fucking
chance
strokes
he
or
had of
whatever,
finding the
but
green. That was some shot.
This one
definitely
just
ain't
requires
playing
a
like my
little
normal
bit of
self
focus.
today. But I seriously do hate this course, so these greens are just very unforgiving.
Just misses. Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. Just a couple of feet. That's a bogey, but that probably won't hurt.
And hell, what's funny is I could totally bogey every hole from here and still win this.
Rounding out the front 9
By
here at Oakmont. Frank, it looks to be
27
straight away,
strokes.
uphill. Anything to be cautious
But
about.
again, man,
on
like I
this tee
said,
shot.
that shows
Well,
you
there
how
certainly
screwed
is.
this course is,
Years
man.
gone by, this was a par
Ain't
5
nobody
for the US
getting good
Opens
scores
of
here.
yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill. Semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right. And, of course, rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green until.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, it's always fun at a U.S. Open when you have a shot that could be described as not only tough but quirky, and I think this would fit the bill.
It is, because the green really was built for a par 5, and when you look at the size of it, you can say, well, why would a green that big be built for a par 5? Well, half of it really is unusual because it's a practice putting green, but it has hole locations like just over the bunker on the right, but really designed for a par 5. So it's a par 4. Somehow, if you can thread it through that gap and take 2 putts, this is one of the harder greens to putt on too. This is a stout par 4 to finish the front 9.
We'll take goddamn birdie.
And he has it for birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know about
That's
that,
right.
man.
Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Flawless my ass.
We moved that one out there, buddy. He is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Not terrible, but not
shit,
his best.
I wish that would have rolled off the green.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but
okay, so
it
24.
was a rather poor approach shot.
Oh,
I thought he had
that. Damn, I really thought we had
that
that for a minute, man. I seriously really thought we had that for a minute.
Anytime you can two-putt from there is a good result.
If it could have slowed down right there, it probably might have drifted in.
For the round.
But fuck it, I'll take it, man. I will take it. I'm more than happy with par, baby. I'm more than happy with par.
A good putt redeems all.
That was, man, honestly, and that, like I said, that was without the line, so I literally was just randomly guessing on that one.
Birdie here at the 11th?
You would think for that distance, no, but you take 4 here. It's a stringent tee shot. The fairway doesn't really look pleasing to the eye. It looks like it moves out to the left, but that's exactly where those bunkers are. So more often than not, we see players hitting out of the right rough. And back in 1994, this is where the playoff finished with Lauren Roberts and Ernie Els.
Little uphill to this green, Frank.
Probably live with that.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Well, Frank, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont, it's a lot of golf hole. It's 667 yards.
It's the hardest par 5 I've ever seen or played that doesn't have water. It starts with that tee shot. The whole fairway slopes left to right just to get the ball on the fairway. You've got to draw the ball against the slope.
It's good seeing you again, buddy.
With the second and the third shot.
Nice
drive.
drive.
Have a good day. Tell wifey Scrub and the kids I said hi.
Second from an excellent lie.
I knew I should have backspun
Frank
that
hit the
quite
green,
a bit.
but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Safely aboard.
That's pretty good recovery.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie.
Birdie.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
All right, Frank, at the par 3 13th at 183 yards, what do you see here?
Well, there's a lot of things to consider, but the general slope of this green really makes you either hit to a specific section on the green or just try and keep the ball below the hole. It's always easy to putt uphill on fast greens.
That actually worked out sort of like I wanted it to.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh, yeah. All right. We got
good
the
effort
par,
and good par putt. Rich Lerner back with you at the 14th hole at Oakmont. And this is a hole that offers up a pretty good scoring opportunity, a short par 4 at 358 yards.
Totally, man. Honestly, I think that was mostly just the fast green. If this was a normal green, I'm pretty sure we would have had that.
Oh, yeah.
Man, these greens are atrocious. Stop, so I can pitch it.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Stop.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. These putts keep the round together. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Here at the 15th, a long par 4 at 499 yards. Frank, what are you looking to do off the tee?
Tee shot here is very similar to the one back at the par 5 where the fairway slopes left to right. And then the second shot's going to be uphill to a green that's actually built in the opposite direction. This is a tough par 4.
Stop. Damn, that's
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut. Good swing, good shot yet again. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
This is a 9-footer. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Is this one for par?
Let's go. Get on with it. Shake it off. Let's go. We're almost done.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Yes, they are. Pars
Yet
are
another
perfectly
demanding hole here at Oakmont. Par 3
very
16th,
cool with
231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this hole. And the reason why is the general contours all move to the right. That ball can still funnel down to the right side of the green. Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. All right, Frank, just on the fringe.
Believe it
might
or not,
be thinking about
exactly
making
what I
this.
wanted to do.
He's a better chipper than you, Rich.
Now that is not what I wanted to do.
And he's made the green.
Looks like a bogey.
It's no snack, though.
Unless we pull off some sort of fucking miracle here. So 45. Oh my God. Alright, well, we get to try that other shot over again, I guess.
That close to the green and misses it badly to the right.
We definitely get to try this shot over again, I guess. See, that's what we meant to do the first fucking time. That's
this
exactly
one just
what we
requires
were
a
supposed to do
little
the
bit
first
of
time.
focus.
Oh yeah, we're racking up the double bogeys and bogeys today. Well, Martin's managed to get himself back to -1 though.
Hole, and Frank, in so many ways, this determined the outcome of the 2007 U.S. Open. Jim Furyk had his issues here. It's just 313 yards, but it can really play with a player's mind.
It's such an unusual par 4 for a U.S. Open, plus also where it comes in the round, because the options, and there's only really two, is like a 4 or 5 iron, sneak it up the right side, or you take a driver directly at the green. You would think there's something in between, but really there isn't, and that's why, to your point, it stopped Jim Furyk, it stopped Tiger Woods, it allowed Cabrera to win. It also helped Ernie Els, who went with the driver option there back in 1994. So 17, it's short, it's tempting, it is at a U.S. Open, but it is still demanding.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
7 inches is 48. Doesn't look like it's going to drift an insane amount, so let's... I drifted a fucking lot further than I thought it was going to,
but the read wasn't very good.
We should still be
Trying
able
to
to
move on with a par in his pocket.
Hopefully we can get our par.
Wow, I thought he made
another
that.
bogey.
That's costly right there.
Right on, Tanks. Thank you, brother. Thank
you. Just a little tap in here. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Let's get this hole over with and fucking get on up.
This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to Nicklaus to Miller to Els, made their imprint. And don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there, and right down Peachtree.
Well, Frank, it comes down to this. One more good swing, one more difficult shot.
And one more correct decision as well here, Rich. Different levels on these greens. This ball is going to have to land on the correct level to get the right result.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday,
Given how
another
things have gone
opportunity
today,
on the
that's
way.
actually pretty
This hole's
sweet.
been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today.
Oh,
that hurts. Thought he had it.
One last chance to fuck with me. Game took one last chance to fuck with me. Let's get our par. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking hey. Rock on. Thank God that atrocity is over with.
Well, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.
1 under par. Well, we literally we're at least under par for the round. Let's see where we're off to next. Oh, okay. Well, after that atrocity, we might as well play this one, I guess. See if we can sort of redeem ourselves. This is a course we actually got our -80 at, or -86 actually. It's a fuck of a lot easier course as long as they keep the green, as long as they keep the flags on the flat parts of the green. We should be able to do a lot better with this.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Northeast Invitational. Always a pleasure to be along the coast of Maine, Lighthouse Point to be exact. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, this is sure to be another exciting day of golf out there. What are the challenges facing our players today?
The length of the golf course for a start, Rich. This golf course just under 7,700 yards. So it's one of the longest ones you'll play. And of course the cliffs, that's why it's called this. They certainly are in play. There is one double green out there. That's the 10th and the 13th hole. They share the same green. Lots of great design features, and you've got it on a prime day in great condition. So enjoy the round and make sure you feast on the vistas as well. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look.
Forward onto the flat part a little bit there, but
getting set now over the putt.
Still a straight putt though. So, okay, good. I'll take it.
Has the birdie now at 1 under par for the tournament. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area, because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
Doesn't look like there's an insane amount of movement around the flag there, so if we can leave this close, we should still have a fairly easy putt for birdie. So
good chance at one.
oh, yes.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Moves into the lead with that birdie.
Oh, you sniff another one coming along too.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo,
Yes,
back
that
with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs, and this is a hole that offers up a chance to
for the way
put a
that
red number
green
on the board,
looked.
Frank.
But see, it all boils down to this is the first round. We're on the second tournament. We just started another tournament, Alex. But it all boils down to the club I have to use, man.
And all of a sudden, you might
Because
realize
that 5 hybrid club, more times than not, works out pretty good for me. Like when I have to get into using the 5 iron, or any of those
beautiful
iron
looking shot
shots,
right here.
it's not quite so good, but a lot of times it's the shorter shots that screw me because it's hard to pull back. He's such a power hitter that it's hard to pull back shots.
Second shot.
Oh, this green is totally fucking flat. We should be fucking beautiful here as long as we can keep it in front of the flag. Hopefully it doesn't roll off too far to the back there.
Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well,
I'll take it.
that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
We kept it where we needed to keep it.
Just a tremendous effort right there. Eagle leading the tournament.
Could not have picked a better time.
We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4.
Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional. Doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards.
You know, it's technically all the same to me.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
It's sort of not really going to matter a whole lot until I figure out what the hours of my job are going to be. Like if I end up getting a night job, I'm fucked. If I end up getting a day job where I go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm golden, you know. If I get a second shift job where I go to work at like 4 in the afternoon, it's going to take just a touch of adjustment.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
That totally sucks.
It's at sneaky distance.
So, there's 12. In the 9-ish area. I don't see this going in, but weirder shit has happened. That's all right.
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank.
Really lost
Just
anything,
a couple of feet.
So. Take it. I will. I will definitely take it.
No problem at all. Good putt, and stays at 4 under par. Fifth hole now at Lighthouse Point. Frank, it's a beefy par 4.
Another hole without any fairway bunkers off the tee, but really the main defense here at the cliffs is the elements. Find the fairway, and you'll also be hitting to a green that is protected by a little bunker to the right side of that, and short. So precision, once again, is required here.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Look at the hang time on that.
Oh, yeah.
Just a sensational shot right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, now we're at least right back to where we were.
Par 3/6 is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
This one has a chance to be close. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Settles in over the putt.
Looks pretty much perfectly straight. Rock on.
Now to 7 under par. Par 4 7th, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play. Maybe even 3-wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, on this course.
It is sitting up like it's
like I said, we really stopped.
Frank, this is a position
the last
where
tournament
too,
but
licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this
definitely
game
wasn't
like
the usual
fun.
performance
Bunkers
we're used
don't
to,
seem
but
be in play.
yeah, and this
really
course
right now
is
just the
as
flag.
much as I hate that last course, I do love this course. So.
Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Getting set at the 8th hole. It's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle.
Bounce.
And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
This is an awkward length.
Take it.
A great roll right there. Just a pure stroke right in the heart. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out.
What's up, Nitai?
Coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally, you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole. But of course, everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Go, 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 go.
Really good distance control there.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Strengths.
Kind of had a little bit of an atrocious last round or last tournament.
Right about.
I mean, we still won it by a shitload, but doing a lot better this round. So.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Excellent lie, 155 yards away. Good-looking shot right here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. As this putt for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit
are you
as
back
good.
now, Nitai? You back from Japan?
Interesting with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength. Players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Well, this could be good. Well done on the approach shot.
Okay.
Inside of 10 feet, he'll be very happy with that. Playing his third here at the par 5. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards. And more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Top.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. On to the 13th, and Frank, I love golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards. Here it is. That is an absolute seed. I mean, he just ripped a bullet down the fairway. Oh my goodness, 375 yards.
Second shot.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Oh, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
That would have been nice.
Looking to
Tap
make
that
a
in
move.
for that
This
eagle.
one for birdie.
But we'll take that damn birdie, baby.
Everybody loves
We will
them.
take that birdie.
Birdie on the car. Par 3 14th, headed over Lake Zimmer. Old man Zimmer was a legend in these parts here in Maine, at Lighthouse Point. All you want here, Frank, at 240 yards.
Should be safely on deck.
Stop.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
A good solid stroke there. No sign of nerves on that.
Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. This has just been an outstanding performance in strong winds. To play this well, impressive. Good, clean contact, nice result.
Could have been a touch
chance for
better,
birdie
but
coming
all
up.
right.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Doesn't really matter whether we get this or not. But we'll take it.
Good read, good
We've got
line.
one more shot for an eagle here.
Final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker.
Hopefully the rough
This
slows
is not
us
heading
down
in the
a
right
little
direction.
bit. Oh,
Looks like it's going to be in the rough.
baby.
On the green, looking at a birdie opportunity.
That worked out perfectly. Well, hello, Lady Cash Out. Welcome.
Has it. That's birdie. Seventeenth hole is another par 5 over 600 yards. You get a terrific view of Juniata Crossway Bridge just ahead. And Frank, if you jump over that bridge, you can get a dynamite lobster roll at Nielsen's Lobster Shack. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Oh,
but
it's one of the best.
It just adds to sort of the charm of this area. But what a hole this is.
S-shaped par 5. You can see it bending to the right off the tee, and then the hole starts to go the other way. With magnificent view of the bridge you're just referring to. Reachable for the longest hitters, but once again, avoid the bunkers, and they're all down the right side.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Stop.
Frankie's knocking him down and picking him up.
Oh, it's just taking
That's as
pins
flat
out,
as
one
it
after
looks.
the other.
We should have
Shouldn't be a
another
problem,
eagle,
but
maybe.
not a formality either.
Not quite as flat as I thought it was, but we get the birdie nonetheless. I'll take that fucking eagle, though. Gladly take the eagle.
Frank, we've made it to the finishing hole. If you're having a good day, you stop and you reflect for just a moment. The beauty surrounding you, how well you've played. If it hasn't gone all that well, you're thinking about jumping on the Juniata Crossway Bridge off to the left and getting out of Dodge.
And this pretty much is exactly how we got that negative 86 that first time we were shooting for it. Taylor,
Frank, this is a
hello.
way to make
Yes, of
golf
course
easy
I
when
remember
can hit
you.
it that
Welcome.
deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
It's no snack, though.
Yeah, I guess we saw that coming. I'm good, Taylor. I'm good. Said we had on. We kind of. I mean, we won it by a buttload, but had kind of a terrible last tournament, so we're kind of making up for it now.
Good roll, solid. That's a par.
Had an awesome first round of this tournament, so we're looking pretty good.
Show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
I think we're slowly redeeming ourselves from all that crappy shots we had last tournament. Let us move on with it and see what we can do. Another 3 rounds like that. We'll definitely have
in
another
association with
-80.
the PGA Tour proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Yes, I
Today,
did get my
it's live
paperwork
second round
stating that
coverage
case was
of the
over
Northeast
and all that
Invitational.
stuff. So,
New course to most
like I
of the
said,
golfers on
I
tour.
guess
This
I should warn
challenging
most
layout
of you. I
just
probably
opened in
won't be streaming
2015.
tomorrow.
Today we're along the east coast of
because
Maine.
I'm probably,
Rich
unless
Lerner
I
with
do
Frank
something
Nobile
real
following
early,
all
because
the
I'm
action
probably
from
going to
the
have to go
cliffs
hit the
at
temp
Lighthouse
agencies.
Point.
Another great design
Go see
from
about getting
Brian
myself
Patel,
some
and
job.
they really threw the boat out here. It's an excellent choice of holes.
I think we ended up with like a
see
-38.
The changes in
and the
elevation.
closest person
Get this
to
on a
me
windy
was like
day,
a
and of course,
-1.
7,700 yards will play
But
even longer than that.
Those
A nice
greens
calm
are all
day, though,
hard
Rich.
and fast
You
or
really can
whatever,
shoot
so
good
we had
score
a
out here.
bunch of like double bogeys and bogeys, and we missed a buttload of birdies that we should have had. But, I mean, like I said, we still won it by a buttload, just not the performance I'm used to, of course. I don't think we're going to find anywhere to squeeze this through here, are we? Let's try it, just to be crazy. What the hell? We're so far ahead. Let's try this just to be nuts.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot
Let's see
coming
if
up
we can pull
next.
this out.
And about 1
Nothing like a
left to the
challenge.
hole. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Wow, Frank, he is
Still
dialed
managed to pull it out.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Birdie try again here today.
Not
Had a
exactly,
nice birdie
Nitai.
on this hole yesterday.
No guts, no glory, I guess. That was the theory on this hole. No guts, no glory. Got the birdie out of it.
And a great start.
Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area, because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's
See if we
elements.
can roll this forward. don't backspin this, this should end up pretty good.
Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
Better.
A little bit of magic from here.
But we haven't exactly screwed ourselves, so let's see what we got here. The trick is, can we hit this straight?
Rich, I thought
Thank
he
you,
could hit this
Nitai.
spot.
And yeah, we're going to be finishing up that Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry sometime later on this afternoon.
Now the third hole here at Lighthouse Point.
Once I finish this tournament, I'll probably grab myself some food and all that.
Rich Thorner alongside Frank Novelo, back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs. And this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive, finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in two.
Yeah, so I'll probably grab myself some food after this tournament, and later on this afternoon I'll finish up that Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry.
Blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
We got halfway through it yesterday.
From an excellent lie.
Which, had I not jacked around and screwed up on taking over a plantation before I did the quest objective, we would have probably got at least another chapter or two in there. I probably could have finished it yesterday.
Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart. Pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down.
Very much so. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Birdie try again here today.
Oh, I'm just in my bedroom. This is my bedroom. But yeah, this the course that you're talking about on the game is in the Northeast. It's in Maine.
Impressed.
But yeah, that's why when we were shooting for the -80, I had to lose the face cam.
11 yards and a par 4.
No fairway bunkers or bunkers really to contend with here.
Yeah.
Cliffs to the left and also water on that side.
Pretty sure it looks like
one of
we're
the
like
wider
24,
fairways on this front side,
or something like
made
that.
up for by a very small green.
.115 to the hole. Really some strong winds out there today, and we can already see the effects on some of these shots. Good swing, good shot yet again. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. I thought he made that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Fifth hole now at Lighthouse Point. Frank, it's a beefy par 4.
Another hole without any fairway bunkers off the tee, but really the main defense here at the Cliffs is the elements. Find the fairway, and you'll also be hitting to a green which is protected by a little...
Hang on, give me a minute here, real quick. Since we got the blue line, we don't really need to see the wind, so we can move it over here. It'll block me out whenever the stupid
Frank,
black
can
bar
one
pops
small
up
tweak
or
from an
whatever,
instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction.
So that way we can keep track of the shots and the score.
He makes
and all
a great
that.
pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Good strike.
Yeah, since
Good
we got
lie.
the blue line,
Good
we don't
chance
have to
to
worry
protect the
about
pin.
what the wind is doing. So
Frank,
almost
really
should
good
have flipped
chance
it
from
if I
this
would've been
position
facing the
to
other
make
way,
a
I
birdie.
think.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Birdie try up
Nice.
next.
That's cool, Taylor.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Par 3 sixth is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that
Take a shot
and
on
get it to
this.
land soft so it
Shouldn't
doesn't
matter
skip
if
through the
it
back of
rolls
the
way
screen.
past the hole.
Should be safely on deck.
It's pretty flat on the other side, so
That will be a great
Yeah.
look at birdie.
and that is
Getting set
awesome.
now
Thank
over
you,
the putt.
Taylor.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Par 4 seventh here at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards. Frank, are you unhappy if you walk out of here with anything other than a birdie?
I think we'll see all sorts of different scores here, Rich. If you hit the fairway, then obviously you're definitely going to be looking at birdie. But you stray or hit the wrong club off the tee, that's really what this hole's about. It's about club selection. You could hit a multitude of clubs off this tee.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Safely aboard.
Take it.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now another par 3. We're at the 8th. Frank, it's only 165 yards.
It is, but when you look at the green, you can see how narrow it is. Actually, the green is nearly a figure 8, so it's obviously the right number hole. Bunker's sort of short leftish and that little pocket area on the right, so it'll punish anything left or right, even though the hole's just that meager yardage.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. We move to the 9th hole, and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard, and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out. Excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally, you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course, everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price. Oh, this is straight at it.
That's a really good line. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Settles in over the putt.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but they went right in the middle.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Downhill, right? Middle there. I don't want it drifting off one way or the other.
Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So close. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down and make sure you don't drop a shot.
Closer,
this one goes in.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
But
now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making drive or almost too much club, or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
Surely not.
Man, I really need
That
to
was
back
just a
that.
gutsy shot right there. Good look at eagle coming up. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Got the eagle regardless, I guess.
12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion. That's an absolute beauty.
Perfect.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Down, little Sheba, down! Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Now a 7-footer. Good putt. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10, this is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again. At the end of a long, long walk.
So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. Trying for another one today.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Has his par.
At least we don't have the pressure of shooting for the -80.
Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. It's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But there's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand, left, and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that the only problem is if you go long.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
will make birdie if he holds this putt. And another fun hole here at Lighthouse Point. It's the last par 3 on the back 9 as we begin this closing stretch. 241 yards downhill, par 3 16th.
It's all the way out there. I guess we'll be pulling this back quite a bit, eh?
Well, this could be good. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for birdie.
Yeah.
Standing over this putt,
Given
concentrating on the read.
I guess that's actually not too bad.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Whatever. Onward. Let's go. Get over it.
Solid par. 17th hole is another par 5 over 600 yards. You get a terrific view of Juniata Crossway Bridge just ahead. And Frank, if you jump over that bridge, you can get a dynamite lobster roll at Nielsen's Lobster Shack. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Oh,
but
it's one of the best.
It just adds to sort of the charm of this area. But what a hole this is.
S-shaped par 5. You can see it bending to the right off the tee, and then the hole starts to go the other way. With magnificent view of the bridge you're just referring to. Reachable for the longest hitters, but once again, avoid the bunkers, and they're all down the right side.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Oh, nice.
Spins in there inside of 5 feet. Just a gorgeous shot. Continuing the putt with confidence. th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
Beautiful looking shot right here. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is classic.
Beautiful.
No chance of going in.
All right.
And he has it.
A good
2
putt
shots
redeems
off
all.
where we would be if we were going for the -80, but
So all the scores have been posted for
those could
round number 2.
theoretically be made up somewhere.
On the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of
We'll
golf.
still end up
Key right
well
now, just
in the
stay out of your own
70s.
way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know
All right,
that.
gotta pee
as you
again
get
real quick,
closer to the end of
guys.
this tournament.
While this is loading in, we'll... guess, man.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's third-round coverage of the Northeast Invitational.
Frank, this game has taken us all over the world to some absolutely beautiful spots, and this is one of the prettiest I've seen in a long time, the cliffs at Lighthouse Point along the eastern coast of Maine.
Yeah, it's always fun when we head up in the northeast area. Golf's been in this area for a long, long time. This golf course hasn't. Rather new design by Brandt and Patel, and it's lengthy, 7,700 yards. You'll get to hit just about every club in the bag, so good test today.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first.
Frank, it's a different feeling on the first tee on a weekend, third round of a championship like this than, say, on the first round, isn't it?
You know you've got the grips of the golf course. You know the holes that are birdieable out there. More importantly, too, you know how well you're playing. It's all in front of you. Sport, especially like this at the highest level.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man.
Ooh, chance for birdie. And a great start.
Now on the tee at the par 3 second, it's a long one. This will require a pure strike.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo, back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs, and this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in 2. Stray a little left, either with the drive or the second, and all of a sudden you might realize this par 5 has teeth.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, this is a game, as we know, that requires thought. It's what makes it so challenging. Club selection is critical, isn't it?
It is, and you don't just blindly grab one out, and if you hit a club 150 yards and you go, this is my 150-yard club, and that's what I have. Is it wet? Is it cold? Am I under the breeze? There's all these things that make this game special. Maybe taking one more and just hitting it a little bit easier can solve all those problems.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
How about that? An eagle.
Greg, as we stand here at the fourth and look out, no mistaking where we're at. I know I'm having some lobster for dinner tonight.
Or some clam chowder. The best comes from this area. Well, actually, for the ocean, though, anything that strays a little left off this tee will find that ocean. And believe me, there's been more than one ball hit down there. Generous fairway, that's really the goal, and the tiniest of green. If you find the green, you can have a birdie putt. Very short one indeed.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Another
Incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Just a little tap in here.
Well, not the whole one, I mean, but that would have been the eagle, rather.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
I was thinking that was a par 3.
Now at the fifth hole, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
Well, it's very easy to get lulled into a false sense of security here, Rich. No fairway bunkers, just sort of think you would blaze away. But really, you've got to find the fairway here. Very small green and well protected by that bunker, short and right of this green. So if you miss the fairway, this hole becomes very difficult indeed quite quickly.
Boy, talk about taking the head cover off and let it fly. That's beyond long.
Goodness, did he get all of that? Wow. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Could really use this one. It's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now at the 6th hole, it's a par 3, just under 200 yards. Where's the challenge here, Frank?
Well, you've got to love that bunker on the left side, Rich, especially because it's shaped like a letter L. Got to fly that. Green's not too deep. So really the challenge is trying to flight that ball in amongst the breeze should it kick up.
Birdie try up next.
Second shot.
That one drops for a birdie. Par 4 7th, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong 300 yards. So really, I don't know if drivers to play, maybe even 3-woods too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. Just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank. And it makes the green in regulation. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designers really thrown the boat out. Excuse the pun, we are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And getting ready for the putt. So that was probably a makeable putt, but everything had to be right. The speed and the read didn't quite have it dialed in on line there. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
he's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Second shot, good look at the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards. And more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making drive or almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Fuck, my damn chat was fucking... Uh-oh. Okay. This is the third round. This is the third round. But yeah, it's fuck, my chat was fucking frozen up there for a minute. I kept seeing shit pop up there saying people were chatting, but nothing was popping up.
Wow. Nate Siegel makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Okay, Shelby's back. Or was back anyway, I think.
Moving on to the 12th hole now. Par 4, 439 yards.
Okay, whatever. Oh no, man. Chat looks all sorts of messed up here. But at least the stream's still going. That's what's important, I guess.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
So I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Early part of the second iron. Good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, what a birdie.
Right on, Daniel. That's cool. That is cool.
On to the 13th and
I was wondering, man, because it's so weird.
You run into something you've never seen before.
Right, cool.
I have never.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird because my screen was just kind of locked up.
Here it is.
One person watching, and the numbers kept popping up there and changing and all that shit or whatever, but nothing was happening with my chat, so at least you guys wasn't asking nothing important.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
Stop.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Fairly long 25-foot putt here.
Nice to eagle this at least once.
This can be a cruel game at times. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. Trying for another one today.
Would have been nice.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Par 3 14th, headed over Lake Zimmer. Old man Zimmer was a legend in these parts here in Maine at Lighthouse Point. All you want here, Frank, at 240 yards. A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole today.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
The round continues at Lighthouse Point, and Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards. Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away. Instead, straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
And another fun hole here at Lighthouse Point. It's the last par 3 on the back 9 as we begin this closing stretch. 241 yards downhill, par 3 16th. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Well, Frank, I love this par 5 17th. Not only is it fun to play, but if you head over the Juniata Crossway Bridge ahead, you can find Brent's Lobster Shack, which is one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had. And you know, they specialize in that up here in Maine. But what a hole. They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
This one has a good line.
Oh, nice.
I don't believe it.
Nice.
We've made it at last to the 18th, partner. What a finishing hole.
It is. It's a tee shot you have to respect. That fairway goes on that sort of 60-degree angle towards the left, so you have to know how far you fly the ball, and of course you can't afford to miss at your tee shot. But a good tee shot. Let's talk a bit positive here. Good tee shot in the middle of the fairway, just going to leave you a short iron. And an excellent chance to finish with another birdie.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That would be a great look at birdie.
Roll back to where it landed, I guess.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
Okay, well, we made up one of those shots we were missing last time, so if I can do a negative 21 by some chance, we'll
Frank, that front page
get
of
our
the
80.
leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
All right, let's see where we're at here. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit more coffee here to top this off. Oh, you didn't get no more soft food. I just gave you some more of your stuff. I know, you want more food.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Northeast Invitational.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo here today calling the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
We're ready to go.
All right.
Off to the first hole. Well, partner, you've been there. Final round, first tee, and you're leading. What's the mindset?
Well, Rich, you've got to try and keep away from what a lot of people do, which is one eye looking forward and one eye looking at the rear vision mirror. Right now, it's about getting off to a good, solid start. Put some space between you and the pack.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that
Yeah,
second
well,
shot.
I had to
so
shave for
beautiful.
court
Frank,
Monday.
really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
I'm growing it back, of course, but I'll probably keep the goatee. I'm going to have to keep all this shape because now the court's done. I got to find a job, so I'll need it to look a little bit neater for the job thing. But
This one looks like it's
yeah,
headed right for the
I
middle
didn't
of the
really
dance
like
floor, Frank.
shaving,
Rather
but I
nice
had
shot.
to.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
The cat hates it too because the
Birdie try
cat loves
again
my
here
scruffy
today.
ass
Had a nice
beard.
birdie on this hole yesterday.
And of course, Shelby liked the beard, so.
Bang. Has it. Now on the tee at the par 3 second, it's a long one. This will require a pure strike. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy,
yeah,
buddy.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, dude. I don't like the way my face looks without any hair there. You know, no, because it's so easy to tell I don't have teeth, and I just look like, so I kind of look so much more like an old man when I don't have the facial hair. Although a lot
Frank,
of it
I like the
gray,
mix of
so in a
holes
way
as
it
we
made me
start
look
out here at
older with it
Lighthouse
too.
Point. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with
Kind
a
of
good
the
drive.
damned if
Very
you
thin
do,
fairway
damned if
here,
you don't
Rich.
type
This
thing.
hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff. If there's anything left, obviously on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
I don't like these 5-iron shots. Let's see if we can pull this off.
Good chance at one.
Nice.
Beautiful
All
shot.
right.
That is tight.
Unbelievable.
Hey, yeah, as far as I know, she's here, Alex. I think she's still lurking. Hashtag lurking.
This would give him an eagle. Stroke that with authority. Now the third hole here at Lighthouse Point, par 5, 566 yards.
It's fine.
This has been a great performance so far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever worry about complacency?
Yeah, sometimes it just looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough. But some things, you know, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now. Should be safely on deck.
Nice.
You cannot hide the flagstick from that man inside of 5 feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now at the fifth here at Lighthouse Point, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
When you stand on this tee, Rich, you don't see any fairway bunkers, but be careful. It can certainly fool you. The goal really with the Cliffs course is to find fairways. Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
That's all up to you, buddy. That's all up to you.
Birdie on the card. Moving on to hole number 6, par 3 of 198 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Stop.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday. A chance for another one today.
Should still be a straight putt.
Birdie try again here today.
Yes.
And he has.
I don't know if that's the word I would use, but she will definitely be something.
370
She will definitely be something.
Decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the nearest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play. Maybe even 3 wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. Just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Second shot. Good look at the green. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. Just for birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And drops it in. Now another par 3. We're at the 8th. Frank, it's only 165 yards.
It is, but when you look at the green, you can see how narrow it is. Actually, the green is nearly a figure 8, so it's obviously the right number hole. Bunker's sort of short leftish and that little pocket area on the right, so it'll punish anything left or right, even though the hole's just that meager yardage.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Let's keep it rolling here.
Now to the par 5 9th. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult 3-shotter than what you were anticipating.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, it looked like it was sand the whole way.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
The hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag.
Second shot. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
It's a sneaky distance.
Every time with the delayed swing.
Just a couple of feet.
Every time.
just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
That's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
I like the looks of this one. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget.
Quite expect that to bounce
Couldn't be a
that
problem
much.
here.
But looks like we should get this, hopefully. Come on, baby.
What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Cool. Right on out.
12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
She's back to work now. Her vacation is over, so she's
Ready
back
for a
at
second
work.
shot, trying to knock it on the green. What a nice shot. Right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way. And getting ready for the putt. Count that. That's a birdie. Now to the 13th hole, and Frank, this could make you quake in your soft spikes. 702 yards, par 5. It might be a par 6 or a 7.
Well, I think a few people will make 6 or 7 here. You're right. This is a rarity in golf, 700 yards. So forget about any thought of even getting close to this par 5 and 2. Plus, just to add insult to injury, the 2 bunkers off the tee are perfectly placed. They're about 298 yards, smack bang in the middle of that. I doubt you can get past those, but you need a good drive, really, to try and leave yourself a short 3rd shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Damn.
On the green in regulation.
Totally wanted that.
Good putt. Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. It's a big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this.
All right.
Okay, no problem with that one.
Yeah, I'll be finishing up at
Point.
Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry at some point this afternoon. I'll finish that up.
Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole.
I don't know what I'll do as far as tonight.
387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much.
Yeah, I need to get back on that. I kind of want to finish that Assassin's Creed, though. I should have finished that Assassin's Creed yesterday. I should have just finished it up yesterday, just made it all one screen, but
continues to amaze.
I'll finish that up today, and then I can get back on the Final Fantasy.
A cursory
so
look at the scorecard
later tonight, it'll be Final Fantasy
yards,
or
that elevation is going to chew off quite a bit of yardage off the scorecard. Really, it's a good chance for a birdie on this closing stretch. V-shaped green, as long as you're on the right section of the green, you could have a chance for birdie.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, that's how you keep a round going. Make putts just like that.
Right on,
17th hole is another par 5 over 600 yards. You get a terrific view of Juniata Crossway Bridge just ahead.
And a birdie.
Frankie, if you jump over that bridge, you can get a dynamite lobster roll at Nielsen's Lobster Shack. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Oh,
but
it's one of the best.
How it goes.
It just adds to sort of the charm of this area. What a hole this is.
S-shaped par 5. You can see it bending to the right off the tee, and then the hole starts to go the other way. Magnificent view of the bridge you're just referring to. Reachable for the longest hitters, but once again, avoid the bunkers, and they're all down the right side.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's
shit.
Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Really good.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. On the way. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that.
All right, if we can get the birdie, we got an
18. I'm thinking about what we so often hear up here in New England. You can't get there from here, or can you, at this par 4 finishing hole?
If I get this birdie.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
We should end up
this looks
pretty
like it's going
good.
to find the target.
Stop.
That is
Damn it, I wanted
excellent
that to
play
go
right there.
forward.
The approach, giving him another good look to win the Northeast Invitational.
Got it. 80 exactly, baby.
Hard putt, soft hands,
Another 80.
Roll. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory. We've made it at last to the 18th, partner. What a finishing hole.
It is. It's a tee shot you have to respect. That fairway goes on that sort of 60-degree angle towards the left, so you have to know how far you fly the ball.
We managed to pull that one out.
Set your tee shot. But a good tee shot. Let's talk a bit positive here. Good tee shot in the middle of the fairway. Just going to leave you a short iron and an excellent chance to finish with another birdie.
Managed to pull that one out. Alright, Deutsche Bank, that is the final one. That, I believe, is the FedEx Cup, which we will get to next time. So, of course, as usual, I definitely want to thank everybody who's watching right now, everybody who has watched today. Thank you very much. Anybody who watches in the future, feel free to leave a like. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. And this is Jimbo 19, and I am out.